is winning that first gun round, because Inferno's definitely a map where you lose that first gun and it can really spiral out of control.
Definitely. So it's quite interesting to see Peggy be the player to actually go for the kit on the CT side.
Yep.
So, in traditional teams, he's normally been that player who, he frags out quite well. It's a lot of early aggression. He's used his flashes early for the second mid peak from, I believe it was Casa. He got dinked,
it was Casa,
yeah. So what was the? You mentioned Frankster saying that Trouble was essentially the IGL coach and everything for this London Lynx side.
Yep.
And obviously he's the grenade man on this situation.
Yeah,
too.
I've heard that he puts in a ton of effort for the team. Like obviously the IGL, but apparently he's been doing tons of background work. So I am quite excited to see what they're going to bring out of this LAN.
Yeah, because we mentioned the SEA main, so they've had quite a lot of practice as a 5, that's for sure. And it does look like we're about to see a mid burst from them as well.
Yep, here they come.
So smoke landing in the archway, and then they're going to wrap on the side with 1 play 3 outs, 1 quad, and a 3 arch. Zero gets the opening kill, and it looks like they're just absolutely swarming them. Wow. Clean take from them, 3-0. Zero gets the 2 openers on. First off, it was Peggy, obviously no armor against a Glock. You need that first bullet headshot, otherwise you're doomed. And arguably it's a save. It could well be a save at this point for Ryback.
Yeah,
1v5, you've got full armor.
Yeah, I don't really see the need of either of them going for that, to be fair, because they could both save head armor. I mean, nice shot. Maybe just going for the confidence frags, I suppose.
It could just be test. Oof! That was an incredible shot.
Wow. Fair play.
I mean, he is just testing the waters.
Yeah,
how many of these people can
muscles.
I take them out? They did give him opportunity as well, which is kind of interesting, I suppose.
Overconfidence, maybe? But
yeah, but ultimately, Strat worked out perfectly in pistol. They lost 2 men at the end, but that doesn't really matter, because Ryback could have saved the pistol, like his Kevlar, gone for head armor, maybe had more in this round, but I suppose he's got 2 flashes. Yeah. That's interesting to go for the 2 flashes over smoke, though, on Inferno especially.
Yeah, especially like if you're not getting that opening with the flashes, you're sort of left.
They've only got 2 smokes to play with.
Yeah.
One thing that some people probably won't know as well, Carl picks up the AWP, Peggy. He picks up the AWP for this side. So obviously he's full USP here.
That's a new role for him as well, so...
Yeah, I do remember the Corp coming out a few times back in Choke.
Yeah, but that's...
It was a bit
almost
of a...
felt like a last-ditch effort.
Yeah,
almost.
it was, for the most part. It's like me picking up the AWP. It's not really a thing that should happen.
So it looks like Zio's just going to scout in with his USP here over towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, getting plenty of information.
Yep.
But there's a triple quad setup actually from NSG right now, which they haven't been tested or anything, so they should have quite decent info, but the guys at the small site have got nothing to stop this if they do come in.
Yeah, you'd love to see at least a couple of smokes on these B guys just to
I mean, they've managed to survive through the bait of the smokes. Like, there's a smoke coffin and CT. They didn't hesitate. There's still 2 quad, 1 guy arch. So overall, they're calling the bluff thus far, and it's worth noting, they're both sat right next to each other. This is a proper LAN matchup. But it looks like the execute is coming in. First kill goes to Ryback. He does live long enough to get more damage down. Cass is still alive, but you have to think he gets 1, if not anything.
Yeah, it's a hard situation. I mean, they've tagged them down quite low, so...
They could hold really well for exits here.
Yep.
Unless there's something more to be had.
No kit on them, so they'd have to hurry it up. But there's still a chance in this round.
My personal thought would be to hold for exits, just pure on the fact you don't have a kit. Time is ticking away.
I'd love to see Ducky do something with this grenade.
That might kill him. Oh, how's it? That's really unfortunate. That Trouble pushed forward. Yeah. Zachary must be thinking, there's not much time left.
Yeah, he's committed to the damage at this point. Well, 1v1, there is still time.
And that's the 10-second timer, so it does mean that the round won't be possible. But they do take 4 people away from them, though.
Yeah, they're keeping them honest here.
Yeah, you have the possibility of potentially forcing to try and screen them over again, but it's, 6,000 1, 5,000, 5,000, 4,000.
Sure. Yeah, I mean...
You shouldn't do it.
No,
but it'd be very bold.
It would definitely be bold, but it gives them such a good opportunity going into the first gun round to sort of really almost reset them and start building a buffer for themselves and the CT side.
London Lynx are very confident on this buy, though. 3 Mac 10s.
They are. I mean...
You'd think it'd be something fast,
if NSG did force, this could have been a bit awkward for them. So
yeah, but it does look like 4 ESPs and exactly as a P250 because of those CZ kills.
Sure.
Essentially, the 3 kills pace for a P250.
Yeah. They're changing the pace on this eco round. Anti-eco round.
Much quicker. Heavy arch control and Mac 10s leading the way, jumping on corners. Ooh. That's the P250 making work. If they get 2 kills in this round, even with what they've got, there's probably job done, essentially.
Yep. I think that's good enough, but Fearless
is a machine.
There he is.
Wow, okay.
He's building a nice bank for himself. get that.
So the question is, does he go for an AWP first buy? Personally, I wouldn't, because Inferno, we saw that at the majors, didn't we?
Rushing Banana with those Mac 10s, it's so effective. I mean...
And they should have identified that Peggy had USP.
Cass is the only one with head armor here, so...
Yeah,
if
they did...
Like he's going B, so...
2 Mac 10s still in play.
Yep.
So it's all dependent on what Zero and Fearless go for here. Fearless did have that banana spawn, right at the front. But Peggy is not going to banana that Nathan. A lot of damage to Casa. Wow. They're coming straight through the smoke though. Casa needs to get a kill here as his teammate baited from. And that's the site relinquished already.
Yep, there we go. Those nades so effective as well at top banana.
Yeah, I think it was the first one was like 50 damage, second one 40. Yep. Casa just sat there like, what am I meant to do?
And there's really no option for them to go for it. I don't know. I'm actually surprised they are going for it. They've only got that one kit.
Yeah. Usually when you're that far away from the site, you just give it up.
Also at this point, you know that they haven't had to use much utility to get the site, so they should have enough to hold off the CTs. And yep, sensibly they are.
3v4. Small site, there's way too many choke points essentially as well.
Yeah.
So that will be the first gun round essentially going towards London Lynx.
Yeah, so I was talking about how things can sort of spiral out of control for CTs in this situation. At least if they save these 3 guns, they've got a much better chance going into the rest of the half. Because if they had lost everything, they're back on pistols, and it just all
they
goes
lose
wrong.
one more gun though.
That's not ideal.
No, it's not fantastic.
It does save the M4 at least.
They will be buying back into it though, by the looks of things.
Yeah, it should just be 1 pistol.
The question is, do you commit to 3 banana at the start of this round? Yeah. Although you should know that the T-side haven't kept those Mac 10s for the 5th round, because it'd be a bit daft at this point. But do you potentially think, like, obviously Peggy didn't really have any impact that round with the AWP. He didn't get to peek anywhere, didn't really see anybody. Does go for the blinded shot, but alternatively we do have Fearless picking up his AWP as well. Which, again, we mentioned Fearless, he was one of the best AWPers. I believe Rout's next quote was he's top 5 AWPer in the world. Yep. But that was back at DreamHack London at the end of 2015.
Sure.
And I played on a team with him as well. He's a really good AWPer and everything. It's just, you wonder where he can fit into some teams, for example. Like this team, he seems to find a gel of players that he really likes playing with. They've all got the same, wavelength, essentially. They all agree that they want to play this amount of hours and they really enjoy it. And it looks like they're doing okay with it as well.
Yeah, I mean they've had an interesting season in main.
Yeah,
getting some okay results, but yeah, they've seemed to be grinding away, and I've got high hopes for them.
Yeah, obviously it's a set of players which you can see doing well, and it's heavy commit towards this B site now. Execute coming in. The question is, will Ryback and Casa be able to hold this out? They're both there with only a flash to play with, and they're playing a back right and
I'm not sure if they're actually going to get mollied in. They're just going to.
They're just walking in. I feel like they're doomed in these positions.
Yeah, this is just
There's
sketchy.
no mollies though, so they could potentially hold off long enough for Peggy to get maybe Coffin. Crossfire comes in, they've got both players identified. Are they going to close on them quick enough before Peggy gets involved in this round? The answer is no.
Wow.
So they go really slowly, but then they get to the point where they need to have grenades to take those spots, and they don't have them. Which means Fearless needs to save this AWP. He's got, what, 3 rounds, so it will be another buy round for London Lynx, but it's a very clean round for NSG.
I mean, it was quite an unorthodox setup from NSG.
Yeah, that's a post-plant setup.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen too many CTs set up without facing banana at all. I mean,
yeah, it was what 40 seconds left as well.
Yeah, Peggy got there late and he was smoked off. They could have easily wrapped around CT construction, but luckily
I suppose you don't expect them, do you?
Sure, yeah.
It's one of those. It'll work once and then never again in that same game. Or if anybody else has seen that setup, they won't expect it again.
We saw at the start of that round also NSG just played passive from the start, so I'd like to see London Lynx taking banana forcibly at the start of the round.
It is a 3 banana setup for them, but it also looks like Peggy's going for the mid peak again. So last round he got flashed off, didn't really get a chance to see anything, but the banana control will be met by London Lynx. They're going straight through the double molly. That's heavy control, they're going straight in. This is incredibly aggressive, very bold from them as well. Get the first entry, the Casa trades 1. Third player peeks out. It's going very well for them. Rayback needs help though. Somehow he gets that kill. And Fearless is left alone 1v3. He takes the first player. He's got the sight. He's got a decent set of grenades as well.
This is definitely winnable for someone like him. He's been in this situation hundreds of times.
Yeah. Not an ideal molly.
No, not ideal.
But the question is, what is the chemistry between Peggy and Exactly right here?
Sure.
How do they feel like they're going to play the 1v2? Is that there's an opportunity to peek behind that molly if they really thought about being daring with it.
Yeah.
But Fearless is playing this incredibly slow. completely different to how you'd expect like an online 1v2 to play out. Normally they'd be quite...
It's quite nicely played, to be fair, from NSG.
Yeah, they hold back, he needs to make the play, and ultimately
sticking
wins
together.
the round. Yeah, that's the key part as well. People seem to forget if you're 1v2, most of the time you want to be sticking together to get the trade,
And
essentially.
here we go, I'd say it's the last buy, really, for London Lynx until
Yeah.
they're back in the UK.
So obviously Trouble, I'm assuming, did he have enough money to drop an AK then? In which case that would make sense for his CZ to be in play. But ultimately, not fantastic grenades. They opted for a really quick round. It was quite unlucky really that there was 3 banana.
Yeah.
Because they got the first kill, they then got the second one, it was just 2 for 1. And Peggy's AWP makes impact. That's the 3rd time he's peaked mid, and first time he's seen one, in fact.
Yep.
Quite a wide peak from Fearless though, considering...
Yeah, he seemed a bit sort of in no man's land at that point.
Yeah, like, because Peggy shot at the first round he peaked mid, he shot after getting flashed. So you might be thinking, well, he might just do it again because he hasn't been seen,
Sure,
I
yeah.
suppose. So it's a bit of a questionable peak, I suppose, is the best way to
Yeah.
put it.
Over at Banana again, they're playing quite passive. Should just be a contact peak.
Yeah, it seems like they're quite reliant towards that B site though.
Yeah.
They've only been towards A on the, I believe it was pistol and the 3rd round.
Yeah. I'd have liked to see Cassis save that smoke a bit longer. They hadn't seen any sort of presence towards Banana. He's just wasting
Yeah.
the smoke, in my opinion.
So it gets to what, a minute left and they have no smokes towards B.
Looks like an art.
They've got 1 smoke in pit, which will be used now towards apps. Question is, will Peggy get a kill as they're rapping? That's 1, that's enough. If he re-peaks, he shouldn't be able to get another one. Questionable, really. 1v5 from Trouble, he shouldn't be able to get a kill here.
And the
Solid
Peggy
setup.
Peggy
Yeah.
Orp's coming in big.
The Carl AWP is back. Triple kill and effectively the reset now fully. So
Yep.
if best buy they can probably get, they get 2900 next round. You could go pistol armor if you really want to try to possibly get something.
Sure, yeah.
But ultimately, you want to be testing out that A setup from them because you
Yeah.
don't know how quick they're using their grenades right now. You've only been banana really. Start of the round, Peggy's been peeking mid. He got killed last round. Maybe you do a fast second mid to mid,
Oh, here we
but
go.
it's being met with aggression from the
So,
CTs.
Are they expecting a second mid push?
So they actually were just going second mid to apps.
Exactly's got that control
He's got the
anyway.
bomb. Question is, will anything else happen from this? I don't think it
Bit
would
of
be
a wayward
possible.
spray, but no problem.
Yeah, they get the 1 kill,
Yeah.
but I don't think there's much else to be had here.
No.
They did give up the bomb though.
Hmm.
And there's only 1 player towards A. So if he went straight through apps, they can get a plant.
Yeah, they have sort of gifted them this bomb plant. And
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. They've shown so much aggression at the start of that round. You might
They-
as well just carry on giving it. at that
Yeah.
point,
There must have not been a call about the bomb being down, or
potentially, yeah.
something like that anyway.
But yeah, I mean, London Lynx are going to do very well getting the bomb plant out of a pretty dire situation.
Yeah, like, you know, start of the round we saw it and they were running down mid, you're thinking, with the rifles facing second mid, he'll get at least 2. And they got the bomb down and somehow they're in a 2v4 with the plant.
Gives Zio a couple of
Yeah,
chance
he's in
to get
pit.
some nice
Headshot
one-taps
angles.
Potentially, yep.
Yeah. It depends how slow Ducky plays this in Napster, I feel. There's a
Yeah.
1v3, well, 3 players coming from Arch right now, and they're setting up for the retake. Molly lands in sight, but it's not actually touching Trouble. Question is, oh, Ducky's come out of apps, but Zio didn't land the shot. That must be random, unless Zio does something crazy.
They do a decent amount of damage, but at this point, NSG
Yeah.
have really started to start.
I believe there are 2 rounds with 5 alive of the 3 they run. Yeah.
Yep.
First one with 5 alive, third one with 5 alive, 2 on the second, and 3 alive in that one. CT economy's building up, 2 players on over 10k.
That's a
So
good situation.
that's surprising, really, considering it's 8 rounds in, and you know, normally you'd be in dire straits at this stage, really.
Interesting to see how London Lynx change it up from now.
Yeah, so we saw a lot of banana control to start the game, and then you know, as the eco round, they went through second mid, which is quite unfortunate. They got met with aggression and everything. But again, Peggy's peeking mid, and he gets the opening kill on Fearless.
Peggy is feeling it right now.
Just confidence flowing through him. Surprising, really, because you know, it was quite a slow start from them and everything.
He
But
is
that derails the entire plan, though, for
Yeah.
London Lynx.
Their
Zio's
AWP's
picked
gone.
up the AWP now.
Yeah. It's a hard situation now.
Yeah, so the way I believe they're using that top of banana smoke, London Lynx.
Okay.
Because obviously Ryback and Cass haven't used theirs, but there was a smoke right at the top near like where the old car used to be. So they're using that smoke to stop any aggression, but at the same time NSG aren't playing to control it. Like after that, I believe it was the 5th gun round, was it? That they
Yeah,
had.
once they took the punishment from those Mac 10s,
Yeah.
they've sort of given it up.
Yeah, and then there was the round where they had triple banana, and the other team ran through the mollies that they did.
Yep.
So they've just accepted. They're quite aggressive. It's not worth it.
But
But
at
again,
the
we're
same
going back
time,
to B.
London Lynx aren't abusing that enough at the
No.
start of the round.
Franks has managed to walk in essentially that whole way this round.
Yeah.
And they did manage to walk in earlier on in the game as well.
Yep.
So it makes you wonder, have they actually, has that clicked in their heads that they are able to potentially just walk up the whole way?
Sure. And it's probably quite a confusing position to be in, because it's such a weird sort of way to play Banana. But
Yeah.
they should really be taking a pause here and talking about what NSG are doing.
Yeah.
And they would be able to abuse it quite well.
In my mind, you've got one more, like this last gun round here. If this goes better, it has to be a pause. Like 6 rounds in a row is that point where you've had maybe 3 buy rounds depending on the situation.
Yep.
And you should be able to realise things aren't going correctly.
Yeah.
And obviously, we mentioned no banana control.
And
Now
you can
Peggy's coming
change
to
that.
warp it, and he's not going to see anybody down banana. But it's heavy second mid to mid at those things. Fast burst, possibly through the smoke. Question is, will Zachdy actually peek out and try and fight them?
Does
Spaced
it
him with the
through
smoke.
Fair play.
So it was meant to be a fast arch, but somehow they jumped through the smoke, went back through it, and now they're holding the smoke.
It's quite a disjointed point.
Yeah.
Push at this point, and they've lost the bomb arch. It's just bad to worse at this point for London Lynx.
It was a bit questionable in terms of the overall, not chemistry, but the execute itself of the actual
Yeah.
situation. Like, they get one person killed through smoke, and suddenly everything's up in the air. They're not
Yeah,
sure what they're doing.
like, I mean, you've just got to take those sort of deaths on the chin, really.
I mean, somehow it's a 2v2, down to 2v1 now. Trouble's 1v2 against Peggy and Ducky. They know Ducky's in pit. They don't know where Peggy is. Normally he's been
Smashed
arch.
this bomb.
I thought he was going to get through library and make it potentially winnable, but
With a big man peak,
yeah.
he's got other ideas.
6 rounds in a row for NSG.
Yeah, and like we were saying, I'd really like to see this timeout, or at least just an eco timeout where they just
I
run
can
around
kiss
the
your
spread.
ball dead.
There he is, there's Ducky for you.
And there's Ducky.
Fuck knows.
Well, there we go.
Well, there we
Watch
go.
your profanity.
What's your profanity? So pistol armor comes out from London Lynx right here. And I'm not really sure, so they tried that mid burst, and it looks like they're probably going to do it again.
Yep.
This time with pistols, which
Could catch out.
is probably more chaotic and it probably might work better.
Oh, Peggy's fluffed his shot, he's jumped at the same time, and that gives them a real chance.
It actually comes through the smoke to make the play, and
Shut
3v5.
down.
They have armor, they've got an AWP and an M4. This round is needed for them, in my mind. Because honestly, the playbook is running thin right now. 2v5.
I'd say NSG probably could afford to go for some damage at this point.
Yeah, Peggy's on 16k. In my mind, that you hold for exits just to, wear them a bit thin, because you know for a fact that their money's not great. Like, it's not really worth it. But at the same time, you've got confidence flowing through, you've won 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah, they're
Feeling it, by the
Yep.
looks of things. Right back on that pistol round, he needed those frag
Might
stocks things,
suspect
and he's
they
just
don't
getting
have
it.
armor. Fearless doesn't.
The AWP is down, so it's only an M4 really in play. 2v2 from a 2v5. Make that 2v1,
Oh.
treble 1v2, and he peeks
And
into
he
them.
goes down.
Wow. That's an abysmal round to lose. They get the AWP back, and
That is going to be a hard pill to swallow.
yeah.
That is rough. I mean, it's a round they don't expect to win to start off with, but once you get into that kind of position,
2v5.
it's not good enough. Really.
Post plant on A, they're both coming from arch, but for some reason, when one person peeks, nobody else is peeking with them or trying to, When you're coming in from arch side, if somebody peeks you from sight, you usually expect somebody's peeking from pit, quad, apps even, maybe graveyard,
Yep.
but none of that was happening. Really questionable, but it looks like we're going to see the AWP go aggressive banana again. So Piggy's been here a few times, and I don't think he's actually met anybody when he's gone aggressive. Not as aggressive this time.
No. But you'd love to see some HEs maybe coming in at the corner. It's such
Yeah.
a common spot to play. They are just going to flush them out with a molly, but
Yeah, that's not the perfect... I thought it wasn't the perfect molly, but it's actually done the job correctly. It didn't look like it was lined up like the same one, the Space Soldiers one. So London Lynx, clearly they've got used to playing its European aggression at banana. They do that top banana smoke, and then after the smoke goes, they'll then flash it and take it, which is what they're doing right now.
Yep.
However, when you're playing against UK sides, the UK sides have also been playing against this European aggression. So they're not used to trying to fight for banana, because most of the time it's not really worth it, because they'll run through your mollies, they'll run through your smokes, and you don't expect them to do it because you feel like it's a dumb move.
Yep.
And right now you can see that in effect, because NSG are just like, well, we don't need to fight this, because we've done this online and it wasn't working. So
exactly.
we
They're
can just
happy
keep
that-
smoking it, that's fine.
Yep, happy for London Lynx to walk in. They're winning the fights, to be fair to them.
It's a clear difference between being able to playing against the UK sides often and then playing against Europeans often. Is he actually going to walk straight through?
Does
Gets
catch-
the opening, but there's still 2 more players here though. Gets the second and they know where the third guy is. Do they have anything to flush him out? They've got 2 HEs. Not fantastic,
right
but he
back.
does peek out. He might have been able to wait a bit.
Yeah, he probably could have bought a bit more time there. And wow, Fearless coming in a bit big this round.
Yeah.
Bit of impact finally.
So Zackley needs to, again, this is a 1v4, you probably don't expect to win it.
Do some damage.
Yeah,
it's not
takes
too
one
bad.
more, gets straight through smoke, that's fine. So 3 alive, first round in 8 for them now,
Sure.
and then the Lynx.
NSG still have loads of money.
Yeah, they've got at least another Byron behind them, even if they lose this one, in my mind.
It gives London Lynx a nice chance to get back into this half.
Definitely. So Fearless got his, was that his first 2 AWP kills of the game, technically? I think he had Mac 10 kills
potentially,
earlier
yeah.
on,
Yep.
and maybe on the pistol as well. So that might be a good buffer as well, because he lands some shots, gets some confidence flowing. He's, from what I understand, he was quite a bit of a confidence player as well.
Yep.
And they're committing to the heavy banana again.
And
They've gone through the smoke. They're challenging Ryback and Casa, and Ryback and Casa have shown that they're good enough to repel them.
Meanwhile, Ducky's on a fast flank down banana. It wasn't actually quite a quick rotate through CT, so they do have the bomb site.
I don't think they'll be expecting 2 banana though.
No.
Is the main thing. So it depends. Does Ducky go in and then let Zach get info and let Zackley do it?
Yep.
You probably shouldn't with all the grenades they have. They all have full.
Fearless
Armor
quite out in the
and
open,
everything.
but somehow he lands that shot.
Really should have been punished for that. But is he going to be expecting anybody from banana again?
Gets overwhelmed there, and it's all on trouble.
Trouble's been in 1v2 various times at this game. Not succeeded so far. Gets the 1. He's sticking the defuse. He's sticking the
Peggy's
defuse. 1 and over. He gets the kill after. If he picks up the AWP, it might be a bit okay, considering.
He does get it.
Yeah, they do have another Byron in them. Like, I believe Trouble's 8k,
Yep.
so he can drop if need be. Which he might need to do. Yeah, he drops 1. So it's not great, really.
No, it's not ideal.
It's just surprising because, you know, there was such a switch of pace. Like, they did it quite slowly into banana. They walked through. They got to do contact, and then they decided we're just going to burst the smoke. Which, I suppose against some teams you're thinking, they knew we went contact, they'll probably try and fight it now. And they didn't. So,
Fearless finally winning that AWP duel in mid.
yeah. Peggy's been quite confident on those peaks, hasn't he?
Frank somehow does get that kill top banana
And he
as
doesn't
well.
get traded.
Wow.
It's not ideal. 5v3 though. The money on NSG isn't great now either.
It looks like
So
they
this
are
is
gonna
this is
reaggress
reset
banana a bit.
territory for the last round. They should probably just leave Ryback here with that smoke there, because Ryback's got 1 more smoke on him anyway.
Exactly, gets caught out.
That's
trying
round
to make a
over.
play.
You make it save,
Yeah.
surely. Casa can drop an M4 next round. Ryback can drop a FAMAS because he's got
It's
4
not
nades.
great, to be fair.
Yeah, so we get 1400 for this round loss. Casa has enough to drop an M4. Potentially, I suppose you might go FAMAS if you want an incendiary grenade.
Yep. But I'd say London Lynx are pretty set.
Yeah,
to
London
make
Lynx
this
are
A7.
fine. Yeah. It should be, it's in their hands, I suppose.
Yep.
But at the same time, it depends what they do. If they suddenly switch up the pace again, then it could all go wrong.
Yeah, a point I was going to make about London Lynx is that it seems they don't often seem to want to cancel what they've called from the start of the round.
They commit.
They just commit, which, I mean, it can work, but...
It works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so you've got systems where some people will cancel, some people won't, but at the same time you want everybody to be following the call
Yeah.
that was made. So
But at the same time, there's definitely
somebody
a happy
cancels.
medium that you can...
yeah, there
you can
is,
find.
for sure. It's just a situation like, in some teams you'll have people bail out and then it'll be like, well, I called this,
Yeah.
you didn't do it.
Exactly.
I'd rather you followed it even if it's a wrong call
Sure.
or anything like that. 8-6 though, so he drops the M4 as expected. Ryback could have dropped something. He can still drop
Still have
something.
2K.
No? No,
Peggy
okay.
prefers a Deagle, I suppose. He could have dropped
Could have dropped a
Deagle
Mag
or-
7,
He
UMP.
could have dropped him a Deagle and he could have bought nades in a kit.
A lot of different situations could have been had there. And they've both mowed the same bit at Banana and they're coming
They
straight
are
through it
getting
again. The 2 people that saved were on Banana.
But that's fine.
2 for 2
2,
is
that's
fine,
perfect.
yeah. And they're wary about a 3rd player potentially being there, is the main thing as well, because it feels like every time they went through that smoke there was a 3rd player.
This is going to be a key battle on the round, to be fair.
Oof.
Dealers actually loses it. Peggy's Deagle.
He's always been very good with the
He
deals, to be
has.
fair.
He has.
1v3 for Daddy Frank. What can he do? He's only got flash, and they're all coming from 3 separate locations.
And Molly's come in.
The Molly's
well,
coming in.
But I think it's
Missed, doesn't it? Gets
the
1.
first.
He shouldn't be able to do this, but Peggy's sneaking up on him. He gets the 2nd. Surely not.
Oh. Nice effort from
No
Franks
kit,
there.
but he does have time for it,
More
in
than
fact.
enough time.
So 9-6.
Yeah.
Considering they went down 4-0, you could argue they won, what, 7 Byrons, I suppose, is the best way to look at for
Sure.
NSG, because there was a lot of Byrons extra for the London Lynx side. And they'll be quite annoyed sometimes. There were rounds where they feel like they should have done a bit better, but they did get
Yeah.
gifted that 2v5.
There's
Which
definitely that round
changes things.
that we'll have to focus on, really, that they threw away. I mean, could have put NSG in an awful situation with their economy. Could have changed the entire end result of the first half.
So let's see what NSG can do on their T side. So we were speaking to Ducky and Peggy the other day, weren't we?
Yep.
And he was saying how Ducky's had 2 weeks off because of an injury or something like that. And he watched a lot of demos, so I'm looking forward to seeing if they have anything special lined up.
Yep, it seems they've definitely got a certain idea for this round.
So imagine that's the top smoke being lined up, the top mid smoke. And then obviously Ducky's got one smoke on him as well.
Oh wow,
they gifted an entry though, that might change things a bit.
But it is answered back straight away.
Peggy's still lining up that same smoke though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, does it actually just land top mid?
Where's it gone?
It's quad, but
Is there a
okay.
gap in that? No,
There's a gap bottom left,
it
but
looks
you
like they're going
can't
to try
see
and split
anything.
B, and
Yeah.
they've got Arch completely, and it's
And
all in trouble.
Yeah, it's only trouble. He needs to face Banana. He needs to take one of them.
However, they have slowed down in CT.
He might be able to get a kill here. But Frank's actually managed to get a kill in CT? That probably shouldn't have been possible.
Yeah, and they do overwhelm trouble there.
Yeah, 3v2. No kit in play. Cyber's gone quite quick at Banana though. Obviously Zio has to be quite careful, but he's still on A side because they're still not sure where the bomb is.
He does pick up exactly though.
2v2, we've got 35 seconds left on the bomb right now as well.
But Zio is miles away.
Yeah, the main thing is no kit, right? Carl doesn't have armor, is another thing. He has one flash. He's going to flash pull and they're hopefully going to double face and potentially get the kill on Cyber. They do get the info though. And they've got more info. He dinked him as well. Castle with 3 big kills in the best.
That's a big round from him. The
So
young star of the team.
Yeah, young star. Yeah, he had really good epic land performance, I believe, wasn't it?
He did.
So overall, so it was Fearless that died right at the start of that round. He was facing Arch, and then I suppose they got a bit, hyped off that. They ran in a bit. Yeah. And ultimately, the strat works out correctly. They smoked off quad. They had a smoke line up for in front of library, and the split worked great. It worked perfectly fine. They love going for the 1-4, don't they?
Yeah, it's actually quite an interesting decision from London Lynx to just more or less quite a low eco round, just Deagles,
no armor.
50s.
I understand that because Deagles alone, chances are you don't use that Kevlar anyway.
Yep.
The only thing it will probably help you with is maybe grenade damage, molly damage.
I mean, it shows they've got quite a lot of faith in their gun rounds. Which
they do.
That's a nice sign from them, but it puts a lot of pressure onto them.
Yeah.
I'd say there's quite a strong argument for always forcing at this point.
On Inferno
strong,
as well.
Yeah, how strong pistols are in the meta, how you can use smokes in this map especially. There should be a real argument for it, but
it does mean they can potentially try and get exits, but Fearless is...
Getting all
I mean, he's in the site and everything, but...
Oh, that's awkward. There we go.
I suppose there's an argument to me that he should have just tried to get the Ruins kill. He didn't have a kit anyway, and I feel like a 1v5 ninja is... I mean, as well as that, you're sat next to them, so...
Yeah.
You try and hope your teammates don't make any sort of movements that make it seem a bit like, what's he doing?
Okay, this is what I like to see.
5 nades.
Nice
Right
old-fashioned nade stack.
2 down banana, 5 down, 3 down mid. Let's do it. This is an old source one. And the nades are being met from both sides. Wow.
Casa.
I don't think I've ever seen the nades clash like that.
No.
Heck of a lot of damage been put out. Obviously, Rybox on 10 HP, Casa on 40, but ultimately the nades doesn't quite work out. Oh, cheeky.
Dirty.
Cheeky.
Nice.
He does have an AK.
Yeah.
So, if I'm Casa, I'm screaming. He's probably got my AK.
Yep.
Zackley should be on the hunt. Technically, they could all potentially hunt. They've got Galils and the Mac 10. But they smoke mid. I think he's just trying to take money off them.
Sure. But
You probably don't do it in that way, though.
yeah.
You do it in a very cautious, try and
Sure.
maybe edge forward.
Yeah,
like
see
get
if they're actually trying to
yeah.
hunt you actively. But anyway, here comes the big
gun round.
big gun.
So we mentioned Treble being the IGL coach.
Sure.
And he's actually top of the scoreboard right now.
He
for
is.
London
He
Lynx.
is.
Which,
I mean,
we'd probably talk about Fearless, Zio, Frankster,
Sure,
maybe
yeah.
for players who we usually see like to perform. And actually do keep the 2 Galils on Ryback and Peggy. It's interesting. I want to know if Peggy Orps on the T side, to be honest, because I've always known him as a really crisp rifler and everything, and I'm not too sure how he'd do when it comes to peeking into angles rather than holding them with an AWP.
No, he is dangerous going into a bomb site with an AK. That.
Yeah. So let's see. London Lynx, bit of a passive setup at mid. Like they've used, I believe, both smokes at banana. Was that? No, they've kept 1 banana smoke and then they've used 1. They used the pit smoke already. That's usually the last one to be used. It's kind of confusing. Both sides of mid have been smoked out as
Yeah,
well.
it's a nice smoke from Fearless. It sort of confuses
Yeah,
NSG.
it makes them a bit weary about everything around them.
And
So
they are still hanging on to mid control.
But they've... Why is he... So Cyber's throwing his smoke straight through the quad smoke to smoke top mid. And then Fearless is peeking into this.
Oh, wow.
He gets one though.
That is
That's unfortunate, really. For exactly, like, you're thinking he won't dare
Is
peek
he?
back through the smoke. There is 3 players on this A site, but they're committing heavily through quad. Peggy gets the entry. Cassie kills him in pit as well. But there's no smoke for mini pit, is the issue. There's no grenades for it. 1v3 effectively for Ducky. He's already taken out 1. There's no kit in play right now for Lynx. And he singles out Trouble. 1v1. Franks versus Ducky. CSS. Not legends. Frankster probably more legend than Ducky, I suppose, when it comes to CSS.
Ooh. A bit wayward, but you'll take it if
He
you're
gets
Ducky.
takes the round. First buy round, 13-6. Fantastic position to be in right now.
Yeah. Not
London
so
Lynx
much
will be
for
hating.
London Lynx.
Yeah, they'll be hating that they lost that round, especially with how, they lost the first skill on the site, but then they got 3 in return really quickly, and they lose the 1v3.
That's another round where we've seen them lose the advantage.
Yeah.
It's not really good enough at this stage.
No, we touted the matchup as quite an even matchup. We thought both teams should do quite well against each other. And 13-6, the scoreline doesn't really stay that,
No.
especially when you consider it was 4-0 to London Lynx at one point. So it's been 13-2 since that, which, where at LAN, momentum is a huge factor.
Yep. And again, we haven't seen any pauses from London Lynx that...
We probably should have seen one halfway through that first half.
Yeah, just try and kill that momentum, get a game plan going.
Especially at LAN again, momentum is a huge thing, especially with UK players. If you know them, you're sat next to them as well.
Yeah, they are.
If they are
actually
shouting
right
and
next to
stuff,
each
then that might be affecting you a bit, and you feel like just pause it a bit.
And I know Ducky is quite a vocal guy. He loves it.
And Peggy gets the entry at Banana.
Yeah, they did have a bit of a stack towards Banana, but
Yeah. 2 of them pick him up at mid. Does Zachary relay that information? I'm assuming he does. He should have seen both of them on his death cam. I'm going to guess not, considering they leave Ryback at
yeah, they are still
Sandbags with
clearing
low
the site.
HP.
But yeah, another round for NSG really. Not
Yeah, there's
much.
no way this can be changed. Maybe an exit.
To be fair, I'd like to see him just save the gun.
Save the AK. Cyber can...
You're not going to damage their economy.
If I'm fearless, I give Cyber the AK. He's got Kevlar.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be really walking with 19 health and Kevlar, in my mind. Oh, he's been all the way
It
down
just
as well.
seems quite
Yeah.
undisciplined just to be going for
It's
these.
unneeded, really,
Yeah.
is what it is.
I mean, you're really not gaining much if you're taking 1 or 2 exit frames anyway.
Especially against the T side as CTs.
Yeah.
It's really not worth it.
And you look at them now, and they don't have full utility.
No.
It's just
14-6 though. And obviously, if NSG do lose this round and goes 14-7, they still have, I'd say, minimum 2 buy rounds.
Yep.
Assuming no plants or anything like that.
NSG are definitely set to take this match.
It's a double up setup though, so Fearless stays down mid, and Trouble's actually picks up an AWP towards Banana.
Yep.
So personally, I haven't seen Trouble play that much, and I don't really know
Yep.
if an AWPing is something he normally does.
Sure. I mean, I've played with him quite a bit in UKPL, and he's always impressed me. I think I have seen him pick up the AWP a number of times, and he can definitely use it.
It'll be interesting to see what he does on this then. So this site, they've literally got flash, smoke, molly. That's it. Frankster's ready to molly as soon as he gets contact, which comes in.
Oh, he doesn't get a single.
Right.
And neither does Frankster. That is just...
That's not fantastic.
That is rough.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Frankster missed his molly or he sent it too deep
Yeah.
on that situation. Because obviously he got contact on the corner, shot, missed, went for the repeat, and it didn't look like there was a molly actually coming in. But there was one fairly deep towards
I'm
Sandbag.
pretty sure he was volleying back from new box as well. So I feel like if he was...
It would have got the front entrance, it
Yeah,
should have, shouldn't it?
much more like classic setup with that AWP is maybe AWPing from coffins, and then Frankster can hold from first boxes with a molly out. Much more like alert to their contact plays.
Yeah.
And then, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work out really for London Lynx.
On the alternative viewpoint, NSG, they go for a fast 5 banana, they get smoked up, but then they ultimately do the contact play, and it works perfectly for them.
Yep.
And now they've got 9 match points, effectively,
Yeah.
to play with on the T side, and a lot of money.
I also don't see them bottling it at this point. They do get quite confident when they're winning, and I know they all have they all get quite happy, they all have a laugh, and to be fair, if they keep that attitude up, I can see them taking this home, maybe this round.
Yeah, especially as the situation on CTs is not fantastic. We're going to see a triple banana setup come out from them, but it's not exactly triple banana per se. Looks like it's heavy towards the site.
Seems Fearless might be starting to get a bit desperate for it. Getting the early pick.
Really aggressive. That's a leg shot coming out. So I assume Ryback will smoke off either one of the sides of mid. Well, that was the plan, but looks nice. So that's the quad setup. Quad smoke coming in from Peggy. He'll flash quad. They're hoping to do basically the same as the pistol, I imagine.
Pit smoke, I suppose.
It's just a flash. Yeah.
It's just a flash.
So he'll flash when this molly goes. They'll burst mid.
It hasn't actually blinded him.
Yeah, it's not fantastic. Fearless is one of those players who he will like a good re-peek.
Oh yeah.
He's coming straight for it. Where's the smoke landing? Is it landing behind him? No. So did they actually smoke anything off after taking? So they had the library smoke again, which makes it look like it was meant to be a B wrap, but Fearless has all that info.
Yep. Cyber with a great HE there. And now they're
forced into this.
They're in a really awkward position here.
The molly's not actually reached into pit either. It's all based on the aim here. Fearless has got the angle. He should be able to get a kill when they're coming in. But he gets one, and somehow they've...
Cyber's still a nuisance.
Yeah, he's still on pit, but this is still winnable. 1v2.
Yeah.
And we've seen, London Lynx haven't done well in advantage positions.
Not really got the HP for it, but
no.
But I've seen
the smoke's not great either.
And they're just going to rush through.
Yeah, they're just pushing forward.
That was sort of
surprisingly confidence.
Yeah, Frankster definitely went in a bit too early there compared to Zio. Zio was still coming through the smoke.
You mentioned that cyber grenade, 208.
There we go then.
It just showed up right then at the end. It was quite a crazy amount of damage. Counting the molly and the HE, I'm assuming.
So like we were saying, NSG still have a decent
They
bank
didn't
on
recover the AWP. Oh, they did. Actually. Yeah, that's good. So I feel like it's needed in this situation right now. Because obviously he got the opening kill, and then he also had all that info in archway as well. And the question is, will NSG try and spark it up, or will they try and just save a bit of their playbook in this situation? Obviously we've got 8 match points. You probably don't feel like you need to commit with too much.
Sure, yeah. They can play pretty standard, and
yeah, they should be able to.
Next 8 rounds or so, they should be.
It'll only get worrying when you get London Lynx reaching double digits.
Yeah,
in my mind at least. I mean, that's when you start feeling like, are we gonna fluff this up? Like, are we really struggling yet? But so London Lynx didn't play top banana, and NSG haven't really. I mean, they've smoked CT, but. I mean, there's been no contact. We've got triple banana.
You see the Peggy York coming out on T side, like you were saying.
Yeah, I was interested to see if that would come out. So obviously he had an AK save the whole past few rounds, and he didn't need to do anything. So will Fearless actually get flashed this time? So Peggy's lined up a smoke flash for Arch, I assume. Will he actually? Okay, he didn't actually throw it. Okay. They send him away, but it's only Cyber and Fearless on this site now. Cyber needs to get 2. Minimum, in my mind.
They do have a reasonable crossfire when they push onto site.
Yeah, Trouble's managed to get here though. There's a lot of flashes going off. Cyber needs to get 2. He gets 2. Fearless gets 2. Wow. Okay, he's done his job.
And both in another 1v3.
Both the players who were initially anchoring that site, they both get 2 each, which is more than you. Yeah. You're expecting them to get 1. 2 is beautiful.
Ducky, however.
1v2 though.
He's got loads of nades.
Technically 1v3. He's already won this once so far. Kills 1. Ooh. If they'd run it at the same time, I feel like he wins it, just the spray stays the same.
Yep.
But because he had that slight second of shooting and pausing. 15-8, they recover the AWP again. And I imagine NSG have still got another buy round. Yep, they've got another 2, I imagine, because of the loss bonus as well.
And the problem for London Lynx, I'm afraid, is that even though they've won that round, they've only survived with 1 player. And they don't have great
One player alive, followed by, before that it was 2.
Okay.
They're not building any sort of economy right now. They need to have a clean 5.
Cyber's left with absolutely no nades. I would have preferred
Same
to see
goes
him
with Trouble, really. He's only got smoke.
give up that head armor and maybe get smoke at least.
Or potentially just go FAMAS.
Yep.
Like,
on a map like Inferno, I'd say utility is sort of vital. Especially as that pit player, you can do so much to delay.
Yeah, you're the last line of defense, essentially. So a molly, a smoke can delay a lot. NSG are ready to commit to this B, but they've not seen that triple banana setup from London Lynx so far. They're committing. They seem really confident in Fearless and Cyber to get that info and then be able to get a few kills.
Yep.
It's going to be a full execute there. See all the NSG guys lining up smokes. Question is, will their flashes be enough? Because they've got a player on top of first oranges, player boosted CT, and then behind the fountain as well. The mollies rain in. They've sent that guy off first oranges. Frank's has to face into it. He's already dead.
Just giving it.
Trouble is boosted there. Zio gets 2. Trouble gets another one. 2v2.
That's
Not
a
many
bad
grenades.
situation.
There's no kits available though. There are, I believe there probably is a kit somewhere on the floor on the site. Yeah, there's one behind the fountain right now.
Yeah. I mean, NSG are going to take a situation like that any day when you're
Oh,
walking into a
definitely.
3-man stack.
Yeah. Zero getting 2 is not ideal. I suppose you'd hope there'd be a faster trade.
Sure, sure.
But then again,
it's
it's
probably
behind
one
the
of those,
fountain.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
those positions. You've already killed someone. You're like,
Yeah, it's a hard angle to actually get the trade on.
they're going to delay the bomb plant there, and they're going to
Yeah, they're
look
looking
for
for
this
some
first
info.
kill. I'm not gonna get
That's
it.
a good shot by Fearless. Potentially another one coming up for him as well. Ryback gets the kill though. Based on how he was playing it, you can't tell where his teammate actually was. He's just running out straight to the plan. That's really unfortunate.
Yep. I mean, NSG are definitely keeping them honest though with this economy. They
Yeah.
still have,
It's one
NSG
alive.
still have better money than them.
They save the AWP again.
Yep.
That AWP has
That
lived
is
for a long
vital.
time.
Because Fearless has really come into this game recently. He is just loads of impact frags at this
So there we go. We mentioned Trouble not having many grenades. We also Cyber, he has a smoke. Trouble's gone for UMP and all the grenades, but this time Frankster's one with no grenades.
I do like this from NSG though. I mean, they're not throwing the
Yeah.
game, just forcing. They're
It's
just
not really worth it.
half buy-in. You know, they can.
This is
still
going to
do
be a
loads
fast
of damage.
banana.
Yep.
And thankfully they're running into it where there's no triple player there. Trouble probably
does
should have
go
got
down.
more.
Yeah.
Or at least been helped by Frankster.
Yeah, he definitely committed a bit too early. But
Thing is, the bomb has gone through CT. I think that was just an unfortunate death time. I don't think
No, I
Lynx.
think
Oh,
that
they've
did
got
just-
sight on that. It's on the other side of the
That
smoke.
is-
They completely see it. So that's not ideal.
didn't pick up the bomb. And he's
How
killed
did he
Cyber.
manage to do that? That's not. That shouldn't be possible in my mind. And for some reason, both CTs have not moved. Obviously, they're holding the cross,
Yeah, they're just.
but
playing
one
sensible.
smoke means they 100%. Yeah,
They
he's
touched
got a cross anyway.
And he's picked up a smoke.
Oh no!
That is rough.
Very good molly.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's a molly you don't usually see land to
No.
actually stop the plan.
I don't know if that was a lack of sound maybe from Ryback, not hearing that land on his feet, but
Yeah, I think he got kind of stuck on the wall
yeah,
as well,
potentially.
which kind of made it a bit awkward. But we've
we
gone
go.
from 15-6 to 15-10.
Not
So
too
I
sure
mentioned
about
the double
this.
digit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this from Peggy though, not having
Or
any head
Kevlar.
up. You did invest a decent amount into last round, so maybe. he held
Yeah,
back with it.
that's not ideal.
Does look like Fearless is going to peek into it, maybe.
So they go for the triple banana, and this time they did. I think they've left up one of the mollies, unless they decide to only throw one or maybe two on the same spot. Maybe that might have happened. They love triple banana though.
Yeah, this
This
setup coming out
B-site
again.
setup, yeah. So not first oranges because he got mollied off last time. Behind fountain and CT boost seems to be the really common two at least. And obviously, Willie Frankster's the one adapting from the previous setup.
I really want to see Ducky make a lot of noise here. They
Yeah.
need to drag someone off that.
He needs to smoke off
console.
arch. That'll make Fearless panic a bit.
Mhm.
And then I reckon he goes up quad contact, and then when he gets contact, if he gets a kill, you delay it a bit on banana, but if he gets contact, you go in.
Yep.
Because right now they're faking it. So you give it about 10 seconds, let Ducky fake the
They're
other
cycling
side.
their nades,
Yeah.
making them think about it. I mean,
There's
Trouble's
only one
actually-
smoke left.
He's
right now.
reading this as a fake. He doesn't actually expect the recommit.
So there's the
Should be
second
coming
smoke been put down. So 35 seconds on the clock will mean that smoke is gone and there's nothing left on this B side. Other than... Actually, there's no nades at all.
I think Ducky might have sold that fake. With that one smoke, Trouble's fully committing to the A bomb
Yeah.
side now.
Wow. He's still got two flashes to play with as well. If I'm him, I'm just throwing them all.
And it's on the boys.
He's mulling quad.
Zio's holding this exact same angle then, again. So
Yeah.
I'd
I think
I'd
he
like
gets
for them
two
to check.
again. Unless he gets flashed off, he probably gets two. Quite an unfortunate spray, really. Trouble's gone straight through the smoke.
He's been shut down.
And now it's Frankster. When he heard Trouble go through the smoke, he sort of felt
Yeah.
like he needed to help him.
Mhm.
Personally, I'd have let it be a hero play, because they're not
Yeah.
going to check for you then.
Exactly.
Hopefully, anyway. 2v2, match point. Kit's in play, but there's only one flash. Fearless has this flash, depends what is he actually going to do with it. Because right now, Cyber's just walking his light. It's the same setup they had on B side, on the first half on the CT side, right now. From NSG. That and his team flashed
Cyber's
him.
flashed. Oh, that's just rough.
Fearless 1v2. He doesn't actually know where the second player is. You can assume it's Dark, but Peggy
There we
gets
go.
the second kill.
Nice trade. What more can we say?
16-10.
Yeah, I mean, London Lynx, they've made it respectable in the end.
Yeah, it's a respectable scoreline, but